Everybody, what's going on? It's your buddy, the Reverend TJ here. This is my new Spotify channel, and I've got a song up on Spotify, and I'm not really sure exactly how that happened, but this video is going to be talking a little bit about how this happened, why it happened, what's next, and very quickly going to figure out I have absolutely no clue in the world what I'm doing. So here goes nothing. So I'm going to give you a brief history lesson, and anytime somebody says that, you know they're going to ramble on, but I'm going to do my very best to condense this. I am a singer-songwriter, independent artist in the trop rock genre. Trop short for tropical. Think Jimmy Buffett, Kenny Chesney, things of that nature. This thing kind of happened by accident, by mistake. I have been in bands all through my 20s, 30s, and 40s. In 2014, I walked away from music altogether. I'd taken a job as a sales manager in a Harley Davidson dealership, and I didn't have time for the band I was in. I didn't want to be unfair to those guys. I was the weak link. We'd show up for rehearsal, and I wasn't prepared. And I didn't think that was fair to the guys I was playing with, to Rich or to Dave or any of those guys. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and step away so you guys can continue to do their thing. Fast forward to right after COVID kind of started to loosen up a little bit. My wife and I were scheduled to go on a cruise vacation, and that cruise got canceled. So we ended up going to Key West, something we'd always talked about, but had never done. And it was that vacation, which would have been 2019, that I got kind of re-inspired to pick up the guitar and start playing music again. We very quickly fell in love with the island, which if you've been down there, it's not hard to do at all. And we kind of made the decision that it's where we wanted to retire. Well, as we're down there exploring, having a good time, we're walking up and down Duval Street like everybody does when they go to Key West. And literally, you can't take more than about 4 or 5 steps before you start hearing live music come from another bar, another restaurant, or another patio there on Duval. Most of the time, it's just somebody with a guitar, a guy or a gal strumming, singing along. Occasionally, you'll see a band or a two-piece duo or a trio, but usually it's just a musician and a guitar, singing cover songs, having a good time, entertaining people there. They're very receptive to what they're doing. And as I watched this over the course of that 3 days we were there for the first time, I really got inspired. I thought, man, this is how I'd like to spend the latter part of my life. What a great thing, helping people have a great time on the vacation, playing music, so on and so forth. So I kind of came back home, got the guitar out, started knocking the rust off. That took every bit of a year. And I decided if I'm going to start doing this, I want to play songs that I like, songs that I think people know that they enjoy, but maybe don't hear by other cover artists. I mean, let's be real. You can go to any bar pretty much in the United States and hear another cover of Mary Jane's Last Dance by Tom Petty. Great song. But I figured the world didn't need another person playing the same songs everybody else was playing. So I started focusing more on Jimmy Buffett, Kenny Chesney songs, Zach Brown songs. Again, songs everybody recognizes. They know the words. They hear them on the radio. But for one reason or another, at least not in the area where I am, here in the Midwest, central Indiana, you just didn't hear people playing that kind of music. I didn't hear it in Key West either. So I thought, that's going to be my thing. That'll be my niche. Well, somewhere along the lines, the creative juices started to kind of flow, and I started writing songs, which I'd done before, and they were terrible. They were never any good. Jumped here on YouTube and thought, all right, I want to learn how to write songs. Let's see what other people are saying. And after watching a couple of videos, a couple of things really clicked, and this creative flood just burst out. I started writing a bunch of trop rock music, and I thought, you know what, it would be really cool one time to have a song on Spotify. And about this time, I discovered a trop rock internet radio station, Radio Trop Rock. I'll put a link in the description, radiotroprock.com. And one of my fun things to do was, I have a pretty big yard. I live on some acreage out here in the country. Was I put my earbuds in and I'd listen to Radio Trop Rock while I was out mowing our 3.5 acres of grass. And understand, take this the way it's intended, because it's not meant to be derogatory or insulting or slam. But as I'm hearing some of these artists, independent artists, people you're never going to hear on the big iHeart radio stations or what have you, I'm listening to their songs going, I think I could write a song that's as good as this one. I think I could sing it as good as this one. And if this one made it on the Radio Trop Rock, why couldn't my stuff? And that really was a motivation. And again, that is not meant to be a slam whatsoever. It was very inspiring to hear people that I thought, these are songs and artists that probably aren't going to be filling stadiums anytime soon, but man, there's people are digging it. They're liking it. I look them up on Spotify. They're getting tens of thousands of spins. They had a lot of followers. So clearly there was a market for that, or there was an audience I like that word audience better than market. Market sounds too businessy. So anyway, I started writing music, and one thing leads to another. And the next thing I know, I have Renee Adams, who's a personality on Radio Trop Rock. I'd sent her a clip of the song I Got High at the Garden of Eden live, just a performance I'd done from a show the night before. And she goes, "Oh my God, I love it. Do you have a studio version of it?" And I did. Well, I did, and it was terrible. So I thought, well, I'll get you one. Through a twist of fate, reconnected with somebody who I had a band I'd auditioned for years ago, 12, 15 years ago. Didn't get the gig, but we reconnected. He does a lot of recording, and he said, "Man," he goes, "Yeah, I'll help you record these songs." So we did. We put together the version of I Was High at the Garden of Eden, which is on Spotify now. And lo and behold, this happened. The song was going to debut on the radio on August 18th on Monday morning, and the following evening, Tuesday evening the 19th, on Renee Adams' show. And the long and the short of it is, I put it up now thinking it was going to take anywhere from a week to 10 days for it to get posted up on Spotify, and lo and behold, it was less than 12 hours. So that's where that's at right now. And the reason I want to make this video is because I literally have absolutely no idea what I want to do next. I never intended on being a recording artist in the sense that I'd be out pushing the music, trying to get people to listen to it. It was just kind of more just I wanted to experience the thrill of opening the Spotify app and seeing me on Spotify. And as I talked with Renee, she's offered to be very helpful and put me in touch with people that put on these trop rock festivals and things. And they're always looking for new artists, because as the artists they promote early in their career grow, and this is a good situation to have, they get to the point where they can't afford to pay them to do the festivals anymore because they've gotten too big, which is great. That's kind of a good thing. So suddenly, unexpectedly, this whole new avenue of potential, shows and reaching an audience started to take place. So I'm really at this point, like Kenny Chesney says, I'm Barrio Mexico. I'm this crossroads in my life where I'm not really sure what I want to do or how to do it. So I thought it might be fun to share this on YouTube with anybody that's interested in watching it. I have followers. It sounds so bizarre for me to say followers. I have regulars now that come to my shows. That is so bizarre for me to go, yeah, I have regulars. It's like I'm suffering from a wicked case of imposter syndrome. So anyway, I'm going to take you through this journey. I signed up with a distributor. I decided to use Landr, Landr. Undoubtedly, if you've done any research, if you're a recording artist yourself and you've tried to figure out where to distribute music, the number of companies that do this are endless. And just to give you some idea, if you're not in the industry, what a distributor does. I record a song. Well, now I've got to get it to Spotify, Apple Music, which is iTunes, Amazon Music, Pandora, all these different things. If you want it to come up on Shazam when somebody's using the Shazam app, you have to have it distributed to those. YouTube Music, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all these. You can't do it as an independent artist. You have to have a company that does this for you, and that's what Landr. There's Landr. I can't remember the names of it. It was so overwhelming, but it was literally just a flood of them. And for every positive comment you'd find about company A, you'd find a negative comment about somebody had a bad experience. So anyway, I chose Landr. If you've had a good experience, bad experience with Landr, please leave a comment down below. I'm really interested in hear what your experience was. But I did that, and they said, yeah, we'll get your stuff on Spotify. It could take 7 to 10 business days. I did this on a Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, and by Sunday morning when I woke up, it was up. So that was completely unexpected. So yeah, I don't know what to do next. I have no idea. I'm still recording. I'm going to be heading over to Robin's place here to do some more recording here right when I get done shooting this video. I'll edit it later. But yeah, I'm at a complete, I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing next. I don't know what I want to do, which means I don't know which direction I'm going. At the end of the day, the goal is just to be able to play my guitar at some of the bars in Key West here in a couple of years when my wife retires. I've already retired. And be able to do that and, be able to get by. We're fortunate. Our retirement's pretty solid. So, we're not going to miss any meals if I don't play enough shows. But my goal was to be able to support our food, going out, things like that, just your ancillary expenses. If I could support that through playing music in Key West, I thought, hey, that's going to be a victory. But now this opportunity is falling in my lap. I'm not sure how to pursue it. Do I want to pursue it? I think I do, but I'm not really sure. I have no idea. So I'm going to kind of take you guys through the process here with a series of videos. Obviously, I'd love for you to subscribe, ring the notification bell. For a guy like myself who's paying for all this out of my pocket, that goes a long way. This channel was monetized earlier, a couple of years ago, through some other YouTube projects I took on that didn't pan out, and I thank everybody for that. Took me 2 years. I made my first $100, and I'm still working on my second $100. So definitely not a lot of money in this at all, but every little bit helps pay for the studio time and this, that, and the other. So if you're so inclined, please do it. If not, hey, no big deal. No, we're not going to miss any meals. But thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any advice, it's not unsolicited now. I'm asking for your advice. What should I do? Should I chase after playing these shows, pushing my music out, trying to get lots of spins on Spotify and all the other music services, or should I just keep working on the Cover Tune show and do that? I'm interested to hear what you have to say. In the meantime, friends, appreciate you watching. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're not, you become one because of this video. Thank you again. And hey, we'll talk to you soon, all right? Thanks for watching.